Hello, so I recently made a how to play and hunt video and it was very long, 20 minutes, and went through lots of details. So I thought I'll just do separate videos on how to play and hunt on 3, 4 and 5 so that if you're just learning how to play and hunt on 4, you can just watch this shorter video for exactly what you're doing in order to achieve your play and hunt. So here I've written out what the treble is doing. I'm assuming you're ringing the treble at the stage, and you're playing hunting up into second place, third place, fourth place, third place, second place, first place, and we need another one there for 2 blows and lead. So that's remember there's 3 things, if you've watched the video, if you haven't watched the big video, there's 3 things that we can use to help us know where we are and what we're doing, which is where are we supposed to be, and in this case I'm first, I'm second, I'm third, I'm fourth, I stay another blow in fourth, and then I count down, third, second, first, another blow in first, and then it would start again, up into second, third, fourth. Yeah, if no one says that's all, then we'll just carry on hunting, going out to the back, down to the front, out to the back, one step at a time, with 2 blows at the beginning, at the end. So that's where are we. How we achieve that? Well, if we're going up the stairs, if we're going up the numbers from first to second to third to fourth place, then we're going to do a slow pull. So slower here, slow into third, slow into fourth, and then we've got to be steady because we've got to stay in fourth. So steady in fourth, and then quick to third, quick to second, quick to lead, and then we want to be steady in lead, because we're going to stay in that position. If you ever stay in this position, you want to go back to that round speed. And then we've just finished in first, so we've got to then go slow, slow, and slow again, up to fourth. So that tells us where we need to be. We're counting that each time. Each time we've committed to pulling after whoever that is in second place, we just tell ourselves third next. We know where we're going. That tells us how to do it. If we're getting bigger in numbers, we know to go slow. Or you might just be thinking, I'm on my way out, so it's always slow. Or I'm on my way in, so it's always quick. Or you might just be saying to yourself, slow, 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 steady, quick, 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 steady. 3 slows, a steady, 3 quicks, a steady. There are several things you need to have in your mind all at once. But the more you do it, the more that this will just become automatic. And you'll just think, well, I want to go into second place, and your hands will just pull slowly because it just knows that, you'll have that sort of like an instinct in you that that's what you're aiming to do, and that your arms will just do that. So it's hard, mental hard work at the moment, but it will get easier the more you do it. Now, I have got the who here, so we can cheat and look at who we're following. But we don't actually care what's happening here, so I'm just going to write out who we're going to pass where. The 2 is going to come in here, the 4 is going to come in here and then pass us, and then we see the 3, and it's going to be 2, 4, 3. And because it's the same both times, we're going to have the same order, because it's not a method, so it's not changing each time. As soon as we get to the rounds, it's just repeating the same thing. So the extra clue whilst you're learning of who to follow is 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, lead, lead. Now, it might be that if you've just started this brand new, you've not done any play and hunt on 3, so you haven't got this idea of counting the place yet, you're really anxious about who to look at, you haven't got your rope sight yet, then okay, fair enough. Then you can know that look at the 2, look at the 4, look at the 3. You still need to have this idea of slow and steady in your head, because otherwise you'll look at the 2 and ring before it. You've got to think, I've got to be slow and wait for the 2, wait for the 2, there it goes. Now wait for the 4, now wait for the 3. And then when you're at the back, you've seen the 3, it's the same order coming back, 2, 4, 3 coming back. But that first blow has got to be steady, a little bit faster than you were, and then a bit faster again to be quick. And then the same quickness there, and then the same quickness into lead, following the tenor, whichever bell is tenoring behind. Hopefully you're ringing on 6 still, so you've got the 5 and 6 still tenoring, keeping the rhythm of 6 bells that you know quite well. And you lead, and then you lead again, and then you've got to wait. So you've got to tell yourself when you're leading to slow down. So when you'll come in quick, and the tendency is to let that backstroke, that second blow and lead, go really quick. and then you'll go into 0th place over here, and then it's really hard to get all the way up to that place there. It's quite a big jump, or indeed you might not at all, because if you've pulled that quick, it's really hard then to slow it down. You might end up going in and just falling off it completely. So when you come into lead, you've got to plan ahead. You've got to think, okay, I'm going to pull my hand stroke into lead and just give it a little bit nudge so the backstroke stretches up into lead. I'm going to give that a tiny bit more flick at the end of the backstroke, just so it stretches up and I can control it. Stretch right up, as if you're going to set the bell, but you don't set the bell. You just hold it on the balance, keep it off the stay, hold it on the balance, and then bring it down when you're ready. And that slowness, if you get it really good, that slowness from first into second is the exact same slowness you want from second to third and from third into fourth. And then when you're coming down, that speed of coming into third place, into second place, into lead, they're all the same size quicks. So you need to internalize that rhythm, get that into your soul, so that in the rounds you're thinking, well, this is what steady feels like. And I would also suggest counting the rhythm of the bells. I mean, maybe not to begin with. Maybe Maybe look at who you're following first, and then once your eyes know who to look at without having to think, then think about, how you're achieving it and where you are in the rhythm. I'm first, I'm second, I'm third. And then once you can count your place, then start to try and count the rhythm in your head. Okay, so that as well as saying, so I've got to the stage where I'm not having to tell myself slows and quicks anymore. That's happening automatically. I'm just telling myself where I am. I'm second next, I'm third next. But what I'm also going to do is count the rhythm. So as the bells are ringing, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that when I tell myself, well, I'm third next, I can then listen 1, 2, 3, and I'm listening for that to sound good, for it to be bum, 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 and so on. And there not to be a crash early or late, because if there is, then I'm wrong. I've got that timing wrong, that striking is bad, and then I can fix that. So I would recommend counting that rhythm as well, because that gives you the sense of, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got to go from the 4 to the 3, 3, 4. That's how much speed there is in between them. That's how much faster you need to pull, or sooner you need to pull, boom, boom, that much difference. Not a lot, just to tuck that bell down, or to stretch up into the higher point. Mostly people find going slow easier than going quick, so usually you'll get out all right, and then it's this bit where you lead, remembering to slow that lead down. Make sure that hand stroke, you just give it that push, slow it down, so you can slow it down again and start again. If I've forgotten anything, or didn't explain anything, or indeed got something wrong, let me know in the comments, and I can reply to those or make another video that explains what I've missed out. But hopefully that gives you some ideas of how to cope with plain hunting on 4. Ta-ra for now.